guys, welcome back to our channel. Just so you know, I recorded this video on my phone just like every other video, but I didn't use our microphone, and apparently something was going on with my internal microphone because the sound is really bad. It kind of sounds like I'm in a can and there's some background noise, so I'm sorry about that. Please just bear with me here. Hello guys, welcome back. I really just wanted to do a short little video just as an update about what's going on. It's actually been really busy around here, trying to get everything ready and set for the colder months that are going to be coming up very soon. So I'm hoping to share a little bit about that here in this video. But first I wanted to talk about just kind of what's been rolling around in my head and in my heart. I took a little bit of a break from social media in general. It was about a week ago I deleted every social media app from my phone. So, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any other social media app that I had, I deleted and stayed off completely. God told me to stay off social media for at least 3 days. And after 3 days, I found that I really didn't have a desire to get back on. So it's been a week now, and last night I got on Instagram for the first time and got back on YouTube, downloaded YouTube Studio just to see what was going on with our videos, and just started thinking about sharing again. I know it's only been a week, and to a lot of people that doesn't seem like a lot of time, but at the same time, I think that a lot of us don't realize exactly how much brain power and time and energy we put into our social media accounts, into our phones, into communicating to the online world. We spend so much time, reading and staying updated on people we never talk to in real life. One of the biggest things that I feel like the Lord taught me and showed me during this time was just how much time I was spending learning how to do certain things and talking about doing certain things and keeping it informed with the world and, what's going on and, what I should do, what I need to do, but not actually taking steps toward doing anything. And my encouragement to you is just to evaluate how much time you're spending on social media, reading about things. I'm not saying that it's bad to be informed. Not at all. It's important to know what's going on in the world. I think it's important to be prepared. I think it's important to be informed. I'm very much a researcher. I like to know, exactly what I'm doing. I like to know exactly what to expect before I jump in and do something or make a decision, which makes me even more vulnerable to, this issue that I think a lot of us have as far as spending too much time gathering information and not enough time taking action and really truly making steps toward what it is that God has for us. So that's really been a huge eye-opener for me, and I really want to be careful with how much more I hop back on here, but at the same time I do think it's important to share, and I really feel like he wanted me to share kind of what I've learned and my experience and what happened during this week that I took off. Basically, after spending a week without social media, my brain feels much clearer. I found that I'm much more peaceful. I've been much more productive, obviously. I've noticed that my mind doesn't feel as cluttered. There's still a lot on my mind, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure many of you can relate to that. As women, I think that we tend to have 800 things going on in our minds at once, and maybe our husbands or, our significant other asks us, what's going on? What are you thinking about? And it's like, where do I start? I know I feel that way a lot. But anyway, my brain's less cluttered. It's easier to focus. It's easier to retain. It's easier to learn. One thing I was telling Stephen the other night is I feel like with social media, we're learning a lot. I mean, we're taking in a lot of information when we hop on Facebook, because I know for a lot of us that's our source of news. That's our source of staying connected with the world and even with friends, people that are important to us. But at the same time, it's not very intentional. You open up a social media app and you're subjected to seeing whatever the first thing is that pops up in your notifications or on your news feed, and you're basically letting that app tell you what it is that you should be caring about, what it is that you should be learning about. Most of the time, if I open the app, I'm just opening it and, even if it's just for a couple minutes, I'm just scrolling and reading the first thing that catches my eye. And even if it's just for a few minutes each time, that time really adds up, and it's really taking away from intentionally learning about something that the Lord has put on your heart, something you're passionate about, something that you truly want to learn about. So I've found that since I've been off, I have really gotten to dig into things that I really care about. I've actually learned and planned and spent time on things that I've been wanting to do, and not focusing on what Facebook tells me I should be doing or what Instagram tells me I should be doing. I'm not even sure if I'm going to get back on Facebook. I think I've hopped on there one time in the last week. I don't know. There's really nothing of value there for me other than, news. It's good to kind of have an idea of what's going on in the world, because we don't have cable TV. We don't watch news. We don't watch TV at all. So I may hop on every once in a while just to check on some news, but other than that, I don't have any desire to put Facebook back on my phone. Anyway, with all that being said, I do believe that there is a purpose in sharing. I do believe that the Lord wants me and He wants Stephen and I to share certain things just as an encouragement. So as far as the YouTube channel goes, Stephen and I are a little bit unsure about the direction that we're going to be taking from here. We may share a little bit less. We may start sharing things that are a little bit different than what we have been sharing. But I also know that there's a lot of people out there that are interested in the homesteading lifestyle, and you're trying to learn how to garden, you're trying to learn how to raise livestock, you're trying to learn how to manage all of this, and maybe a job and a family on top of that, just like we are. And so we really feel like it's important to share just kind of our journey. And it's not that we think we know what we're doing, but I know how much of an encouragement it has been for me to watch people that are just figuring things out, that are just normal people that, we have a lot on our plate. We have a lot of responsibilities. Just as a quick update, and I am a little disappointed that we didn't get some of the things that have happened in the last couple weeks on film, because a lot has happened, and we have been doing a lot. Like I said, we've been planting an orchard, so we've been spending time researching trees and drawing out a plan for the space that we're going to be using. We've been doing projects on the house, just trying to make things look a little bit nicer and get all those little things out of the way before it gets cold. We've been waiting for the time to roll around to test Beulah to find out if the AI took, if she's pregnant, which I'm going to go ahead and share that with you right now, because we did not get any video of the testing. We have not recorded anything since the last video that we posted, which was actually recorded quite a while ago, probably like a month ago. Or actually over a month ago, I would say. So a lot has happened since then. So today is Monday, September 14th. The the vet called us on Friday, the 11th, and told us the results of the test. So we've known for a few days. But I got the official results in the mail today, and I don't know if you can see that, but it may be backwards. But Beulah is open, which means she's not bred. So she's supposed to be going into heat again this weekend, as long as she stays on her schedule, which she's very good about. Her heats have been very predictable. It's been pretty easy to tell when she's in heat. And I do think that we know kind of what we did wrong last time as far as the timing. I think that we bred her a little bit too early last time. And it is harder for us to tell because they say the easiest way to tell if a cow is bred is to observe standing heat, which really the only way that you can tell if a cow is in standing heat is if other cows mount that cow, and she's our only cattle. So there's no other animals, no other cattle out there to mount her to kind of show us when she's in standing heat. But we do know that standing heat occurs a little bit after she shows her typical signs of heat, like bellowing, mucus, her trying to mount us. So we're going to kind of go off that and maybe wait an extra 12 hours or so than we did last time. So we plan on doing that this weekend, and then it'll be another 30 days before we can test her again and see if she's pregnant. We ordered 3 straws from the miniature Jersey bull that we chose. We've used 1, so we have 2 left. I don't know what we're going to do if none of them work, but I am feeling hopeful that it's going to work this time. And if it doesn't, we have 1 more straw, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it if we have to. I was going to say something else. What was it? Let's see. I just blanked. I don't know. I know it was something important. Oh, okay. So if she gets pregnant this time, then we'll be looking at having a June calf. So we're starting to creep into the summer months now as far as when she would be having a baby. At this point, the sooner the better. We're not as concerned with the season. We will make it work however we need to. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else I can update you guys on. Steven has really been just kind of in his own zone, which is great. The things that he's been focusing on, he's really been focusing on just getting them done. And, we've been taking time to talk with each other and make sure that we're on the same page with our goals, and, not really trying to worry too much about filming everything. I'm not sure exactly how much or when we're going to start filming things again. It may be tomorrow, it may be another month. But he's given me permission to go ahead and share. Actually, at this moment, he is working on our shed. We are kind of updating the look on the outside, putting on some new siding. I know if you've paid attention to our videos, you have seen our shed before, our barn / shed. It's a really ugly little thing, but it's been functional, it works well, but we are trying to give it a little bit of a facelift. So he is working on that today. The boys are out there working with him very excitedly, and I'm happy that they're learning how to use power tools and, do all that manly stuff. I don't know if this was really sufficient. I don't really feel like it was, but I probably will still put it out there just because I know a lot of you are probably wondering, maybe not so much on YouTube, but on Instagram I was sharing quite a bit and in the last week or so I really haven't, well, I haven't shared anything at all. So this is just kind of an update to let you know that I am back, kind of. I'm not really sure how much I'll be sharing, but I do plan on sharing on my stories again. I'm not really sure as far as a YouTube schedule. I would not count on anything right now, but we do really want to document our journey with Beulah, and her getting pregnant, and trying to finally get to the point where we have a family milk cow and another source of food here on our land. So we will continue to document that. I don't know how often we'll be posting, but yeah. So that's it for this video. Feel free to subscribe. I'm sure we'll be posting more videos here very soon on YouTube. See you later.